Going back to work, I have been asked by, well, I used to get asked by one of the companies I worked for, do I want to come back to work, or work full time? And I said, no, I don't. So chemical industry was, hang on that thing. Uh, it's dangerous working in the chemical industry because the chemicals I was handling was more than just toxic, they were explosive. And I had to haul around 750-pound barrels on a little dolly, a two-wheeler. And I'm really past that stage of doing things like that. Climbing stairs is off. Going downstairs, I had to climb stairs and going downstairs and doing this and doing that. And if you slipped, you did something wrong in that lab, it could be fatal. The chemicals that we're using were toxic. I said, do you want to go back and do that? I says, the pay is good. Can you pay me in cash? Can you pay me in cash? No, we can't. Because I would go back there if I can get cash, because I'm on Social Security and good. I made great money, best I ever made in a chemical world. But now, with our Social Security, too many problems. If I can't work. I would like to work for that, but I can't work. So, but older Americans are being hired. The pandemic, COVID-19, killed a lot of jobs. Well, it killed a million Americans, but a lot of the younger ones decided, hey, we're going to throw. I'm getting paid to do absolutely nothing. But older Americans are being wanted by, Walmart, Amazon, because they know, one, they're going to come in. They're going to come in. They're going to show up for work. Because they have a work history of 50 years, they're going to show up for work. They're going to show up at work on time. They're not going to come in there drunk or stoned. Amazon has that little problem of having employees stoned. Yeah. Or not coming in on time. Older workers will come in on time. They learn, if you want to keep the job, you do that. Amazon is opening a new warehouse in Chicago, and the people in the neighborhood are demanding things. I want $30 an hour. Wait a minute. They're demanding this, they're demanding all these benefits. We want this and we want that, or we want this, and you have to give us this, and you have to give us that. I worked at a large company, one of the large companies I had, and they were hiring people during the summertime. They say, well, maybe we have 100 people to come in. Because they broke that down to 50 people, but they want to see who's applying for a job. There was a lot of people who were applying for jobs just didn't qualify to apply for a job. So they didn't hire 100 people, they hired 50. The other 50 sued the company. The company had to pay them. And you know what the company did? After that 3 months, they moved that company. They moved it to another state. We're not going to get bullshit by the bunch of lawyers. Oh, you have to pay me for not working. They had to pay them. And when that basically 3 months was over with, they moved the company. So everybody who was there, and they told that thing, we don't like to be strong-armed by people. We're moving the company because your friends strong-armed us. Oh, it cost them a lot of money to move the company, but they just moved it to another state. We're sorry about this to the workers there. But we're not being strong-armed by some of your fellow workers out there. But more older adults. McDonald wants older adults. Walmart wants those older, over 65 adults working there because they're going to show up. Amazon's the same way. They want older adults because they're going to show up. But when they walk into they're opening a warehouse in Chicago, and when the citizens around there say, well, you demanded our jobs. We demand this, we demand that. Wait a minute. You apply for a job, and we're going to see if you're qualified. Because they're going to hire 500 people. Or they don't. What do you mean? They don't. The young ones are unloading boxcars or trailers. You're not putting someone who is 65 years old unloading a trailer with heavy goods in it. And you got to remember that most of the Amazon warehouses are operated by robots. And what you're doing is you're standing there packaging goods. You're putting them in boxes, putting tape over them, and sending them out. And you're not moving around. It used to be you had to fill orders. Now a robot fills the orders. Maybe be some special people that do it, but basically robots are doing all the work. And if the demands go up too much, too bad. If they do, we'll hire all 500 people. No. Well, you have to hire all the locals. Oh? Why? Well, you have to do it our way. Wait a minute. We're the company. You're going to muscle us? Really? We'll screw you guys over. We'll make you a union. You're saying, well, you got to pay us $60,000 a year, or we won't work in your company. Okay, you're not working in our company. Don't demand things from us that, we're the employer. You're not going to sit there, we can do this and we can do that. Are we really? Tell me, we want to see your high school diploma. You dropped out of high school? Tough. Like McDonald's is coming along with, we're going to be paying you X number of dollars per year, plus all the other benefits like that. We want you to have high school education. And we're going to hire 65 and older adults to work here. And they're very likely to be bilingual too. So, yes. Oops.